The company says the agreement applies to all bargaining council employees, including those who are not Untu members. So does this mean the strike is over?
The strike is over, but only for Untu and those members who who are not members of any union, any recognized union. However, for Satawu, they vowed to continue with the strike.
They have said you've betrayed them.
Yeah, remember, Satawu is a COSATU and ANC alliance, so propaganda is their strength. We did not betray anyone. We started our strike on the 6th of October without Satawu, and Satawu joined 4 days later. We never said they betrayed us. So we started our strike, and then we ended our own strike. They started their strike, they must end their own strike. So unfortunately, it is due to the mandate that we get. We got the mandate to go on a strike, and then when there was 6%, we went out for mandate, and majority of the people said we must accept the offer, and we did that. So if their mandate givers are saying they're rejecting, then we can't be involved there, because we don't manage our union or our affairs with peer pressure. We do what our members say we must do.
The disruption of our railways and ports over all of this, of course, has been described by some as nothing short of economic sabotage. What's your response to that accusation?
Look, it's easier when you are sitting in the comfort of your wealth to say people are sabotaging the economy. But when you are representing people who are earning around 10,000 rands and who just need that 6%, which is less than 1,000 rand increase per month, you will understand, because we're fighting for a living wage. Then a lot of things have changed. Fuel has gone up. The price is no longer running, so there's no more cheap mode of transport. There are a lot of things that citizens in Africa have lost. So we're just fighting for a living wage, so that at least the working class can manage to feed their families. It's not something, we're not fighting for luxury.
Yeah.
We're not fighting for millions or something, but just for a 10,000 rand earner to get at least 10,600 or 10,500.
So here's
can't be something that is huge.
So here's a question. You've mentioned all that we've already lost. We know, of course, Transnet, before all of this happened, was already accused of costing this economy billions because of its own inefficiencies. This strike will not have helped that. And really, as our reputation as the gateway to the continent declines, are you not ultimately working against your members, because other ports from Walvis Bay to Maputo are suddenly going to take up the business that would otherwise have come through us?
Unfortunately, we had to do something to get this. I believe that the employer could have done better. The employer could have offered 6% from the onset, would have accepted that and would have avoided the strike. But giving people 1.5% was an insult to us. And we understand the repercussions. We understand that we might be pushing.
So even if this ultimately decimates the sector, even if this ultimately decimates the very jobs you are fighting for, you're okay with that?
I don't think you understand. I'm not sure whether maybe do you understand what I'm talking about? I'm talking about a person who's earning a salary needs to get an increase. And if we don't agree on an increase, this has always been the way. The Labour Relations Act allows us to go on a strike if we're not agreeing, or the employer to lock us out if there's no agreement. So there's nothing that we did that is illegal.
I'm not suggesting that. I'm saying in the context of even what you've outlined in terms of what this economy is losing, this kind of thing ultimately, doesn't it work against your members in the long run?
It could. However, not negotiating with the employer for increases was also affecting the employees. So either way, employees were going to be affected.
They were going to lose out either way. All right, Stephen Leshabane, United National Transport Union President, Untu. They are the majority union. He says this was their strike. It was never Satawu's to begin with, so no betrayal there. What will this all mean? How will it all play out in the long run? That we're all going to see, are we not?
Current events, developing stories,
tough questions.
Your voice making a difference.
This is Breakfast with Bongani Bingwa.